Ladies and gentlemen of the Caribbean, today, as we mark International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction 2023, this year's theme, Fighting Inequality for a Resilient Future, resonates deeply with the vision of the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, CDEMA, as the focus on achieving resilience is also enshrined in the goal of the Caribbean Regional Comprehensive Disaster Management Strategy and Framework, which aims to achieve safer, more resilient and sustainable participating states through comprehensive disaster management. We know that disasters do not discriminate. They affect people from all levels of society, regardless of their background, socioeconomic status, or location. Disasters, however, amplify pre-existing inequalities and vulnerabilities, leaving marginalized groups and communities even more disadvantaged. We must address this stark reality. Inequality must also be fought at the global level. The changing climate continues to test our resilience in the region. The International Panel for Climate Change advises that the target of 1.5 degrees will be exceeded. The implication is dire for small island developing states of the Caribbean, Pacific, and Indian Ocean, which contribute less than 1% of the global emissions that drive climate change, but bear the brunt of the impact. SIDS have unique characteristics, such as limited land areas and small open economies that make them particularly susceptible to the effects of climate change. Multi-hazard impacts in the Caribbean region, including from hydrometeorological, geological, seismic, biological, and technological hazards, extend far beyond immediate losses. They derail our development path, including the reversal of progress to reduce poverty, improve health and education, and promote gender equality. In the face of these challenges, we must recognize, in this dispensation, disaster risk reduction is not only about building more robust infrastructure or responding to crises after they occur. It also needs to tackle the root causes of vulnerability and inequality. International cooperation, financial assistance, technology transfer, and capacity building must be targeted to address the unequal impacts of climate-induced disasters on the Caribbean and other SIDS. As a global community, we must work together to collectively share knowledge, resources, and expertise to address these challenges. We must also advocate for climate justice for the Caribbean and other SIDS, pushing for policies that hold those responsible for climate change accountable and supporting those who endure the most of its impact. At the national level, local governments and communities must develop and implement robust adaptation and resilient strategies to protect their people and natural resources. These should include three following approaches. 1. Community empowerment. Local communities are on the front line and first responders in disasters. Empowering them with knowledge, skills, and resources is crucial for building resilience. It also means engaging them in decision-making processes that affect their lives. 2. Inclusive disaster risk reduction. Our strategies for disaster risk reduction must be inclusive, considering the needs of marginalized groups, including women, children, the elderly, and persons with disabilities. And 3, equitable access to resources. We must ensure that resources and opportunities are distributed fairly among all members of society. This means addressing disparities in income, access to education, healthcare, and essential services. Today, as we reflect on the theme Fighting Inequality for a Resilient Future, let us commit to working tirelessly to build a world where all individuals, regardless of their circumstances, can thrive and are protected from the ravages of disasters. In closing, I want to express my ongoing gratitude to all national disaster coordinators of SEDIMA states, SEDIMA partners, volunteers, and staff who dedicate themselves to the cause of disaster risk reduction. Let us continue to work collectively towards a more equitable and resilient future. Thank you.